Please let me know if you can hear me. I can't go on camera tonight. I got some stuff going on. Trying to squeeze this one in. Stream time 1 hour. We'll put the uh, I'll put the link up so that if any of you want to join, you can join. But just be mindful of the time that we are hoping to do not more than an hour. All right. So what you see, I'll wait for a few people to join before we jump into it. But please let me know in the chat if you can hear me. I hope you had a great weekend. We're about to start a new week. Let's see here. I'll pull this up real quick. So before I get into that potential lawsuit, let me try to find Auston Holleman's channel. We'll clear up a few things here. Okay, so let's go to post. Okay, we got it up. We get to post. So this letter, okay. Now I've sent him an email to take this letter down, but let me see if I can blow this up so you guys can see it. All right. So the letter here it says Judicial Council of California, Superior Court of California. The county is Orange County, and this seems this is, according to him, a letter from his lawyers. But this guy is actually not a judges usually are lawyers before they become judges, but this guy is a judge. Okay, this guy is a judge. How do I know that? Well, let's go here, and I want to break this down real quick. Salute to you, Rick. So this guy is a judge. Okay, he's not what Auston is making it out to be, like my lawyer. My lawyers did this. His lawyers didn't do shit. This is a judge. Okay, so if you go here, Gavin Newsom, who is the governor of California, appointed this guy, Eric J. Wesching. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. Young guy, 44 years old, to be the judge. He's a judge at the Superior Court in Collin County, in Orange County. So, first of all, that's a lie. So Auston Holleman is lying. So the Floyd issue is a big issue in Brazil. But in order to just stay out of it, which is what I said the first time, once you start making false documentation, faking judges' documents, like literally like dubbing a judge's document using a Superior Court's letterhead, you're committing a crime. And I'm going to report this to law enforcement. I sent Auston an email and I said, hey, dummy, I'm trying to help you. I don't even know you, but I'm trying to help you. The last thing I want is to put a young man down. But if that's the route that you want to go, let's do it. You really want to go that route with me? Let's do it. Okay. He's an idiot. But this guy is not a lawyer. Well, he was a lawyer in the past, but he's a judge. Judges don't do what Auston is saying that judges do. So we've explained that. Let's cut back to Auston's channel here and see what he's trying to do. Right here, this is what he's telling his audience, okay? RE, if you see RE, that is usually from an email response. That's that's already false. Official letterheads don't put references like this. Court letterheads don't have references like this. They would have a reference to what they call a case number. There are no case numbers on this thing, okay? This is like a letter, like a court writing you a letter and a judge signing it. Why will a court write you a letter? Courts don't do that. Why will a court sign a letter? Courts don't do that. judges deliver verdicts. That's the real role of a judge. Okay, this is very simple civic lessons. But anyway, let's go down again. This letter is issued to formally document, and if you look at the fonts, you can tell this is fake, right? Uh, Formally document the results of a review of publicly accessible court records conducted in relation to Mr. Auston Lee Holleman. The purpose of this review was to determine whether any publicly available criminal or court filings appear under the reference name within the United States court systems. Why are we talking about the United States court systems when the case is in Brazil, dummy? The case is in Brazil. If you have your name in the US court system, a processor would be looking for you, sending those letters to your last known address, which will be where your mama lives, and your mom will call you and say, Auston, you got a letter from to appear here on this day, on that day. You would know about it. Okay? Why is he doing so much? That tells me that this guy is worried. Why will he reach out to me that only has 7,000 subscribers? I don't have a lot of subs. My subs are like, literally, I know my subs, a lot of them by their Google names, because they're the same guys that watch me every night or every day. That tells me that Auston Holleman is really scared. I was always going to give him the benefit of the doubt and say, hey, he won't do what Floyd did because, like, maybe that's not his style. But now I'm starting to believe otherwise. I'm starting to believe that there is something on the Floyd files that really scares this kid. That is why he's going all over the damn place, sending threatening emails, doing all kinds of shit. And even now, to the extent of lying on a document. This thing can get him jail time. If I show this to law enforcement tomorrow, it can be this is falsifying of a federal document that puts you in jail. Okay, we're gonna look at U.S. code here. What does forgery? I think the word in legal terms is forgery. Forgery of court document. And what kind of sentence is carried? Yep, the penalties. It's called documented fraud. U.S. 8 U.S. Code 1324C. Let's see what the potential penalties are. This is actually a criminal offense. It's classified as a felony in all states. So, in order to prove tough boy to his audience, he'll end up going to jail for an unrelated thing. Like, this is what this kid is trying to do. Okay? And I told him in an email, I said, hey, maybe you need my help. You need my help with crisis management because you're doing a horrible job at it. Let's assume you didn't do anything that Floyd did. The way you are reacting is giving us clues that either you knew about this, you may have received some of these files from this Floyd stuff, or you may have been involved in it. We don't know. But definitely you're feeling the pressure. And because you're young and an idiot, you're just going all over the place and you're getting yourself into a much bigger problem. This is a crime if I report this to law enforcement. You're forging a judge's document. The judge didn't issue this document. You fake this shit. This is not this guy's signature. Okay. I did a lot of double checking on this. Okay. And some of his audience say this is for the US and not Brazil. Even his own audience doesn't trust him. Which is why now, like, again, I was trying to give this guy the benefit of the doubt. Now I some shit is up. Some shit is up. This guy knows more than he's trying to put out. Changing his content, emailing me. I'm going to show you the email. We're going to go through it because I'm a very transparent person. I don't hide shit. We're going to go through it so you guys see this. Right here. So we have established that this shit that he put up on his YouTube channel is a lie. Why would you go to this extent of committing a crime just to lie so you don't go down in Brazil? the most logic thing to do is to allow the investigations to play out. That's all you can do. Just live your life, allow those investigations to play out, and allow the people that are making commentary to make commentary. Why? Because there is an established proof that you had a relationship with this guy. You cannot erase that. You you hang out with this guy. You traveled with this guy. You stayed at Airbnbs with this guy. You have an established relationship. The whole world knows it. Even the Brazilians know it. So why are you fighting so hard? The only way you prove your innocence is if you don't get any charges coming out of Brazil in the next 3 to 6 months, which is usually the case timeline. If you don't get any charges, then naturally you are exonerated and nobody is going to say anything and you're never going to be connected to this guy. So your best thing, here's some advice I'll give you, right? Because I don't hate you. To the contrary, you think I hate you, I don't. I hate idiots, and you're playing that idiot stuff, and that's why I'm doing this video. The best thing for you is to just keep quiet, take the L, and just let this shit play out legally. If you have the money, I don't know how much money you have or how much money you make, uh, get a lawyer in the US, because this is going to be, the US government is probably going to be the one that will want to put you in jail here because they won't extradite you to Brazil. But they can apply those charges to you here in the US. So just get a criminal defense attorney to start preparing uh, your docket for a potential lawsuit. It's not expensive because there isn't a lawsuit yet, but at least get somebody and explain your position to them so that they can open a docket for you and prepare your defense in case there's a lawsuit. If there is no lawsuit, you go about and you live your life. Okay. But trying to threaten guys like me. Okay. So we've established this. Let me go back to the other screen so you can see it. And we'll wrap this up. I don't want to stay here too long today. This is the email Auston Holleman sent me. Okay. So the email is titled, I hope you guys can see this. There we go. Yeah, clear enough. And I'll get to your comments. I apologize because I'm trying to get through this as fast as I can. It says immediate removal of false and defamatory claims. So this is from austonholleman@gmail.com. He sent this to me on January 10th during our live stream yesterday. He came in a chat and he says, hey, go look at your email. So I went there and I looked at it. And then it says, okay, so it says, hello, I'm writing to formally notify you that you have published multiple videos in which you falsely accused me of being a pedophile. I did ask him what video this was, right? So he says that I falsely accused him of being a pedophile. The video link he sent me, when you guys have time, you can go back to the channel and watch this. It's a clip from a live stream. I've not deleted any of my videos. That video doesn't even mention a lot of him. Okay. So I don't know why he picked that video as the video to claim potential defamation. I looked at it, I watched it twice. There's no defamation there. It says these claims are completely untrue, defamatory, and damaging. Why is it damaging if you have nothing to do with it? It says you are presenting them as fact, not opinion. No, there are opinions because I'm a commentator. I'm commenting on an event. Okay. So you might think it's fact. To me, it's still an opinion. The burden of proof for a defamation case, it's on you. Okay. And continuing to repeat them across several videos. All right. So fine. This is what he's saying. I'm requesting that you immediately delete all videos and posts containing these accusations and cease making or repeating these claims going forward. You think Auston can write? He probably put this in ChatGPT. I'm impressed with the grammar here. Anyway, let's keep going. If the content is not removed promptly, I would treat this message as notice that you are knowingly spreading false allegations, and I will pursue all available remedies. This matter can end here if the content is taken down. Okay. Though I guess this guy don't know about me or doesn't know how I operate. When you do things like this, I'll call out your bluff because I'm not scared of lawsuits, man. I actually love lawsuits, which is the contrary. I really enjoy them. So here's my response. We're not editing anything. I'm putting this out there so that everybody can see it. I said, hello. Well, all my videos are up. Can you point to a specific video and timeline? Also, just to be clear, I will not remove any videos. You may proceed with the lawsuit. That's just what it is. So this is my response to him. He sent me these videos, right? A few of them, okay, but I guess he's more concerned about the thumbnails, but he sends these videos. None of these videos, like this one that says the Brazilian authorities are looking at him, the video is because Brazil, meet G1 Global in Brazil, a YouTube channel and a big media, it has about 7 million subscribers, played a video of Auston Holleman in their broadcast of Floyd. What does that mean? That means that they are looking at you. That is what this video is about. The video means that they are looking at you. Okay. This one that I says, Los Criminales, what was the title? It's a receipt. I won Passport Bros about pedophiles months ago. They called me a hater. This is a video clip of me warning them 3 or 4 months ago during the Gerello bullshit that there are some pedos in their community and they need to police that. How is that defamation? You got a tattoo that you're a passport bro. You have publicly stated that you're a passport bro, and you live the life of a passport bro. It's on your YouTube channels. Well, also, what I've realized is that Auston is starting to delete videos from his YouTube channel slowly. He's doing it so that it's not, so that you guys don't see it. But because I have him on my radar, I've been observing him through Social Blade, what his watch time is, and like his whole analytics is in front of me daily. So I know everything that this kid is doing. Okay, I'm ahead of him a little bit. Then here he comes back and says, do you have a home address? I could have my lawyer send it to you. No, your lawyer can send me a copy of this to my email. And if he files a case in court, which Auston is from Dallas and I live in Dallas, so obviously it's going to be somewhere in Dallas County or Fort Worth. What is going to happen is they're going to give that to a process server. Process servers have a way of finding my address, and they'll come to my address. But I'm not going to send him my address, right, for security reasons. So I said, that would be doxing myself, sending you my home address. I don't know you, okay? And then he's asking if I'm a U.S. He asked someone if I was a U.S. citizen. I said, yes, I am a U.S. citizen. I live in Prosper, Texas, Denton County. A process server can locate me once you file a lawsuit. That's very true. Every lawyer will tell you that, right? Even better, I can go to the law firm you choose. He is from the DFW, so I can go to any law firm of his choice and just take my own lawsuit, take the letter, like, or send me the case number. I'll look it up myself, and then I'll, give it to my lawyer. That's just how it works. So I tell him, hey, BMT is doing exactly what you're attempting to do. It won't work. Okay. You could have requested this more politely than trying this BS approach. All right. So this is what I'm saying. Okay. He says, well, glad to hear we're in the same metro. Okay. Yeah, I'm from the same area. Or I'm not from here, but I live here. Are you a naturalized citizen? What does it matter? A U.S. citizen is a U.S. citizen. I'm not trying to run for president, okay? That's the only thing. See, this is those FBA arguments. The only thing you can do that I cannot do in America is that you can be president and I cannot be. But I can be in Congress. Ilhan Omar is in Congress. I mean, she's doing bullshit, but she's there. Citizenship is not given just because you have a pretty face. You got to earn it, okay? So after all these years, damn near 20, of course I've earned it. So doesn't matter if I was born here, not born here, who cares, right? What has that got to do with anything anyway? Okay, so I did ask him that. I said, does the type of citizenship matter? Just file a lawsuit. When it's filed, send me the case number and my wife will locate that file. Good luck to you, right? He didn't respond. But today is when I found that document that we just reacted to. So I went back and I sent him another email and I said, remove this fake document from your profile immediately before I report it to police. This is a crime. You have to be very careful. You are terrible at crisis management. You might have to book a free call with me. And now, unlike them, they do charge people. They charge people to consult for bullshit. I'm willing to give this young man free advice. Okay. And if he's not going to call me, I'll say it here publicly, which I've said already. He needs to just shut the fuck up, do his content, and let the investigations play out. There's nothing he can do about it. But these are some of the screenshots that I sent to him, proving that this shit is fake. Okay. I just use GPT to find this. It's very easy. It's a fabricated document. It's one of the following, or a combination of these, right? Fabricated document or private background check summary dressed up as a court letter, okay? Because courts don't send that. Intentional misrepresentation. And this is potential fraud if used publicly, which is what he's doing. So Auston Holleman is putting himself into a much bigger problem just because he's trying to get ahead of the Floyd issue. Why is he trying so hard? Just fucking leave it alone. You're never going to remove your association with Floyd. You can't do nothing about it. This is why I tell all these guys, including Passport Bros and all these people that do degenerate acts, I tell them that who you associate with is a reflection of who you are. This is why you don't go into those YouTube spaces. There's a lot more better spaces for you to go in and thrive and entertain yourself than to be in spaces that would potentially harm you and put you in things like this. I can't force you to make these decisions, but life is a collection of decisions. The more good decisions you make versus bad ones, the better your outcomes. It's that simple. These guys are making more bad decisions than they're making good decisions. This is why they find themselves in situations like this. My job here on YouTube is to just influence you to see the other picture. We're not righteous people. I'm just saying that there's a much better way. You know, this high school level behavior, it's fun for a little bit, and then you get yourself in shit like this, and now you don't even know how to manage these crises. He doesn't know what to do. This is why I told him to book a free call, right? Because I know he doesn't know what to do. Okay. And I hope that I don't have to do videos about him because I really don't want to keep the pressure up like that. I'm not a horrible person. You know, to the contrary, they make it look like I'm this horrible. I'm not a horrible person, man. If there's a way for me to help him, I will help him. Truthfully, I would. I would help him. If he changes his ways and he seeks the help, I will give him the help. But right now, he's doing a terrible job at it. I've never seen anybody like do this so horribly than he's doing it. You know, and that's how we arrive at a situation like this. I would not be surprised if this guy gets some charges. I would not be surprised at all, right? But hey, I've done the coverage. I'm gonna go through some of your comments, and then I will close this out because I got to work tomorrow, and I'm sure you guys have to work tomorrow too. All right. Okay, somebody here says Auston is a weirdo. We got to agree on that. Definitely agree on that. Shout out to you, Kobe. Okay, Kobe wants to come up. Kobe, you got 5 minutes on this one, brother, because Nana got to go. All right, I got you here. Okay. And then who do we have? All right. Gary Plug says, Auston, you're stupid. Yeah, I don't know why he. Babo, what's up, my boy? Shout out to you, Babo. I haven't seen you in a while. That means you're working really hard. Love it. Love it. Inquisition. Shout out to you, man. Even though you're an up. Hey, I did not take you down yesterday. I didn't even see that until you put that in the chat. And I'm surprised you thought I did that because you know how I roll. You've been on this channel for what, multiple months. It's never happened. Yesterday we had a lot of people, so I had a few friends moderate, and I think I did talk to one of the guys, actually before we came on, I was talking to one of the brothers, and he said he may have taken you off accidentally. So yours was actually a mistake. We don't silence people here, bro. This is an open forum, open platform. You know it, you know it. Salute, Thanos.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, bro. How's your Sunday, bro?
Sunday's beautiful. And do you know what made it even more beautiful?
Talk to me.
I looked at that document that a friend here went ahead and posted, and I ran it through various tools. I have about 5 or 6 different tools you can run to see if a document is accurate. And every single one of them said it's an actual fraudulent document,
Mhm.
right? So let's think about what he's okay. So let's take everything else aside, everything else aside, right? Let's just be pragmatic. You have now taken you've now taken the name of a judge, a sitting judge, right, in a city, county, and a state that you've never lived in, right? I don't know whether or not he lived it, but he currently
Nope.
doesn't live there,
No,
right?
he doesn't.
And you have used their name in legal representation, and you publicly put it out there, right? You're a YouTube personality and you put it out there as a fact, right? According to the law, as I researched it, that is considered to be wire fraud,
Forgery.
forgery, at a minimum, based on whatever the incident is and what he's already, linking what happening with Floyd and the fact that he was in the news in Brazil. This is a much bigger case now than he can imagine. And now, I think he's in deeper than he realizes. He's in deeper than he realizes, and it's about to be. Let's just say 2026 is about to get really interesting for him. I think in ways that whatever model of ChatGPT is using to be his Bible of truth, which he uses for his geopolitical nonsense, he's in a world of hurt, and he doesn't know. Yeah, like my drill sergeant used to say in basic training, you're gonna learn today. You're gonna learn. Yeah, that's what's about to happen to him because all of that. And looking at that document itself, let me pull it up exactly. I'll tell you what one of my models told me. Right? Give me a second, real quick. Let me just pull
Yeah,
it
you
up.
see, Inquisition is here. Only haters thought you were
One
involved.
second, real
Inquisition
quick.
is a big Austin Holleman fan.
So looking at so major crime, right? So it's forgery, right? Um, Possibly carrying 3 years in prison and a $10,000 fine. Second allegation is filing a false document, right? Impersonating a judge. And the reason why that's big is the city that he says the document is from, that judge is not even there. He doesn't sit there. And I was
Yep.
like, wait, let me go actually and research this person. And he actually generally does not have an office in that city. He doesn't. He doesn't. And for anyone who's doubting this, take that document, you go put it into your ChatGPT or Gemini or anything like that. You go research the name of that judge or anything. I'm not like selling voodoo here. Just go research it for yourself, right? Federal wire fraud. And the reason why that is because he used the internet, YouTube, right, to distribute the fraudulent document, and it's a federal offense that can carry up to 20 years in prison,
I've
right?
given him. I told him
Um,
he's got
that's just the
24
start.
hours. If you guys, he's got
That
24
that's
hours. If he doesn't apologize publicly to me, I will call the police and tell them about this stuff.
uh, I'm, I'm way ahead of that, bro. Let's just say we'll see where the cards fall. So that's what I just want to come and say, and that's how you discussed it. So yeah, he faked that document, and I couldn't believe the audacity that he had to do that. Like to sit down and come up with a fake document. It'd be different if you're talking, amongst friends or something, but you're talking about actually using the name of a judge, a sitting judge, right? whichever lawyer he's probably using is from, I don't know, Mickey Mouse University, because we don't even have, we're not contacted by a lawyer, right, on his behalf, which usually happens, or at least it'd be CC'd in the email. So it's just him, just, you know, foaming at the mouth, coming up with whatever. But he's in a world of hurt. No matter what he does now, yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
because everyone has the clear evidence.
yeah, he's always been seen with Floyd. It's not even something he can hide. His best shot is to really keep quiet. You know, like in Club just said here in the chat, he says Austin is failing at the optics again. He's really messing up at this. Bro. I was willing to give him free advice, bro. I'm like, hey, just shut up, man. Let the
Those
traders
days are
enjoy their
done,
moment.
Nana. Those days are done. And I'll tell you, even the thing that he was hanging out with Floyd, as I said, that's separate from the fact that now he's fraudulently used the name of a sitting judge.
Why did he have to do that? Like, if you've got
That's
nothing to
that's what
do
I'm
with
saying.
why?
That's crazy because I was like, hold on, that can't be true. So I looked up the name of the judge. I looked up the name, and what's crazy is that office doesn't even exist.
Yeah, 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 it doesn't.
Wait,
That's when
wait,
I
wait,
looked
wait,
it up
wait.
real quick. It
He,
doesn't.
that, wait. You're saying that's a forgery?
Yeah, yeah,
It
it is
is
a forgery,
absolute
100%.
Wait,
forgery. You
what
go
the
research
fuck?
it yourself.
My bad. Excuse my language. You saying that letter? He was using a real judge name, but he used a
Yes,
signature.
Judges
yes.
never write those.
Whoa!
No
That's what I'm
judge does that.
saying. It's all a forgery. All of it. The
He
letter,
forged the whole thing. The letterhead
the markings, right? It's not notarized. It's not any of those things. Like I said, that sitting judge does not even work in that city or in
doesn't
that
have a
court.
seal.
That
Yep.
that 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 office doesn't even exist, right? So he can try and delete it. He can try and pretend he didn't post it. But just like his dummy friend KG, the evidence is stays in the internet forever.
Okay. So here's the thing. I just did a GPT on this just so that the audience sees it. Because, like, again, I did my own research, but I want people to also publicly see it. Because AI is very advanced now. You can actually use it to do basic counterfeit checks, not the extreme. But this
Yeah.
thing is so fake that there's just a lot of things that are fake about it. I saw it was fake immediately. So I started looking into it. So here's an example. The name and signature are misleading. So this is a sitting judge, yes. But judges do not sign administrative verification letters. So you guys should learn this for your future cases. Judges do not sign these. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Judges do not certify the absence of a criminal history. It does not exist. Okay. Uh, a real judge's name being used is not authentic document. So he picked a judge's name, picked some letterhead, and then he just put it all together. This is Photoshop. He paid somebody on Fiverr to do this. Okay. Uh, and there's also no unified system. The word unified system that they use there, as if there's like a unified system that connects all these cases. Even the FBI doesn't have that until they take your fingerprints. That's why they take fingerprints. Okay.
Yep.
Um, then there's another thing. There was a phrase that I caught up here somewhere. He used a phrase in a letter that is not.
It's not
Where
legal.
is it? It's not
Legal.
legal. Yeah.
Legal. Wording. Yeah.
Okay, so judges do not issue no record found letters. So this
Yeah.
is also something judges don't do. Okay. Uh, the letter uses official branding improperly.
Mm-hmm.
So the red flags here is it uses Judicial Council of California / Superior Court of California letterhead, but claims to be a record search summary, not a court action. Okay. Courts do not conduct name-based background checks across federal, state, and county systems. Courts do not sign letters on behalf of Judicial Records Verification Office. That office doesn't even exist. You see?
Yeah.
This is I've never seen somebody fix something so terribly. Like, it's one thing when
And then
something looks
post it
close.
publicly.
This was so fake, like horribly done. The moment KF is the one that sent me this, because I'm not subscribed to Austin. The moment I saw this, I knew it was fake right away. I didn't even have to call my wife to look at it because I was
Mm-hmm.
embarrassed that I can't. What if, like, this is the easiest counterfeit to detect? Then I started looking into it a little bit because I needed basis of it. This guy is he's a fraud. He's a horrible human being for doing this to his audience. And dare I say it, he knows something that we don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't matter because now he's stepped into federal criminal activity by the fact that he posted this letter the way he did. Beyond anything else, and that's what I'm saying, beyond anything else, the fact that he used the name of a sitting judge.
Wow, I mean that is crazy. And he used a forgery signature under
Yeah,
the.
that's what I'm telling you. Like it's bewildering to think someone can be so dim-witted, that dumb, right? To
Bro,
be
he got himself in a way bigger trouble than this whole passport pro
that's
thing,
yeah,
because
Exactly.
forged signature, that's a felony in the states.
it is.
You know what I'm
You
Yeah,
saying?
could get up to
It's
20
like,
years for this shit.
minimum is it
yeah,
said
I
it's
can't, I
3
can't, I
years,
can't,
maximum of
I
20
can't put,
years.
yeah, I can't have a document under Nana name and sign it. That's like forgery, bro.
Yeah, it's
This
not
is
not
this
not
is
not. It's like it is. As I said, you're using the name of a sitting judge. See, if you're using any one of our names, it's. I mean, that's serious, but not as
It's still
serious
serious,
as
but
using
it's
the
a
name of an
sitting judge.
actual legal representative of the United States government.
God damn.
You know what I mean? Think, and if for anyone who does not believe what we're discussing, go onto Austin's page, take a screenshot of the letter that he posted, go throw it into ChatGPT, go put it into Google Gemini, go put it into Microsoft Copilot or Claude or Perplexity or any of those things. And especially if you have the higher paid versions, you run it multiple times and ask for descriptive of the reasons why it is a fake document. Each one of them stated why. It's not like
Yeah, and
this is
it
maybe
gives you
possibly
multiple reasons why. And like I said, even the
multiple
the fonts
reasons.
are horrible. Like court doc, I see court documents all the time. I live with a lawyer, fellas. I see court documents like daily, and I knew it was fake. Just soon as KF sent it to me, I told KF this shit is fake.
Yeah. So, anyways, it's with the right people now. Let the cards fall where they may.
Yeah, uh,
But as I
like
said,
on a bigger picture, though.
for anyone who thinks we're just saying it just to say it, take the screenshot, go upload it. It's pretty simple. It's not like rocket science. I kid you not. Download the app if you don't already have one of those. Upload it and say scan it and tell me how much, like how believable is this document, or is there any fraud in this document? Go look up the office. Go look up the name of the actual judge and where they're sitting. Go look up the actual crimes involved if this is an actual fraudulent document.
The judge is on your screen. You think Austin didn't even get lawyers? He went straight to a
No,
judge.
Yo, this is crazy, man. This is
as I said, it's wild for him to think. Given, again, this is what we talk about the underestimation of people who are dedicated to bringing this movement down and the skill sets behind Nana, you, and myself at a minimum.
Yeah.
As I said,
Jojo, I put some guy on there. Are you here? Salute. Welcome to the show. Jojo,
yeah,
can you hear? We got someone on, but
Salute, salute,
hey,
salute to my African family.
yo,
welcome,
yo,
brother.
Can you guys hear me?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Okay. I just want to say that we gotta we must deport Buck Travel back to Somalia. We have to make that an urgent situation.
Why do you say that?
Hello,
Hello?
Hello?
can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
what
yeah,
was
yeah.
that?
What has Buck done?
Okay. Okay, family. It's because he goes around trolling on every single live stream. And this is a bit toxic. So I just wanted to reach out to my African family. We must deport him immediately, expeditiously.
I think Buck is a U.S. citizen, isn't he?
None of this guy's trolling.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to let it go a little
No,
bit.
he is from Somalia.
Yeah, but he
There is
lives in
no such
America.
thing as trolling.
Okay.
You know
All
what?
right.
How is this related
There's a lot of
to the
people that live
topic?
in
Because
America that are from
we're doing
Somalia.
this on a short time notice. We only have 20 minutes left. So, do you have a commentary on the topic?
None of this guy doesn't know what he's talking about.
Oh,
He's
in
just
regards of the passport bros.
Jesus. He's he's a troll. I know.
Yeah,
He's a
yeah,
troll.
yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
isn't
I'm
Austin
just trying to give him the
Holleman
benefit of that.
an
And then,
ex passport bro?
Oh my
So
god.
how is that relevant contributing to the conversation?
No. Why is this guy trying to sound like some kind of like
Holleman is an
oracle? And
ex passport
he's
bro, is
not.
he
My God.
not?
okay, I think you are really off topic now. Maybe we'll get you back another time.
Sir, you don't have to say that I'm trying to sound like anything. All right, sound
Oh
like
God.
me.
Okay.
Yeah,
But
but
in regards of the topic, when it comes to Austin Holleman, he's in Africa. He's living his best life in Africa. So I don't see
No.
what the
This guy's a
problem
troll.
is.
He's a troll.
yeah, he's living his best life. But why is he threatening lawsuits
So I'm
for
a
some of
troll
us
by
exercising our
bringing it.
free speech?
Yeah, he's living his best life in Africa right now.
Okay, nobody's against anybody living their life in Africa.
Come again?
We're not against people living their lives in Africa. That's a personal choice. Nobody's against that.
So what is the problem with Austin?
Well, the problem is that Austin threatened to
But what
sue
is
me
the problem with Austin?
because he threatened to
None of
sue
this
me
guy's
for
wasting
some
time. He
videos that I
truly
made.
is acting like he really cares, and he doesn't. He doesn't
Hold
give
on,
a.
wait,
He
wait.
doesn't know what he's
Let
talking
the
about.
brother state his plead his case.
I'm not
We're
talking
trying
to
to have a
you.
dialogue here. We don't need a third party interruption. Let him speak his case.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
a troll.
Go ahead, brother.
The story here is that
As you were saying, he was making a law case. Mhm.
because of commentary that I made about the story in Brazil concerning Floyd. So I'm showing that to my audience, and I'm telling my audience that
That's all. That's called defamation. If it goes through, you have to be very
yeah, that's
careful
if
with
you go
that.
to, no,
That's
I'm not worried about
defamation.
defamation.
He can actually file a defamation claim on you.
Yeah,
Are
but
you a
I'm not
lawyer?
worried about that. I got enough money to fight it.
And in
That's what I'm
regards in
saying.
that situation,
Definitely not.
I'm not scared of defamation lawsuits. I got enough money to
This
fight
guy.
that, and I have enough resources to use against them. That's what I'm saying.
no problem, no problem. I'm pretty sure your bank is very big. That's not a problem. So I'm just here just to try to clarify the situation. But in Brazil, there was no proof. There was no legality of documentation that he was ran out of Brazil. It was just so-called rumors. There was no paperwork. I mean, you like to show a lot of receipts, which is great, my brother. But can we also see a legal document stating that he can no longer come back to Brazil?
Well, I'm not. That's not what I'm arguing for or
Just
against. That's
curious.
up to the Brazilians to determine. I'm sure if he wants to go to Brazil, he can go there. Whatever happens to him in Brazil, I can't tell. I'm not Brazilian. I don't care what happens in Brazil. That's not the claim that I'm making. The claim that I'm making is that the Brazilians highlighted a clip of Austin during the Floyd broadcast, and that is true because I showed it in Portuguese. G1 Global, which is a Brazilian TV outlet, put in Austin videos in their broadcast, which I
Hmm.
concluded by saying that they are watching Austin's YouTube channel. Because if they were not watching his YouTube channel, why would they put him in their broadcast? There's numerous of creators, including
They
black
must be big
creators that live in
fans.
Brazil. For
No, no.
We
example,
all
This
we all
guy is
know
stylish.
wasting
that
our
they
time
have a
like
lot of
Game Changer
fans.
did yesterday.
We all
He
know
doesn't
that
care
Pastor
about the
Dosto a lot
topic.
of
They keep
fans.
changing the goalpost. We're focused on this letter.
Because Skylar
This
lives
guy's
in
talking
Brazil.
about
Sir,
stuff in Brazil.
why do you
But you
keep
see what I'm saying? Like this
why do
guy
you
just
keep
does not
involving
care about the
yourself in our
specific topic.
conversation, in our
No one
dialogue?
is talking to you, dude. I'm talking to Nana. You can just
Yeah.
sit down,
What
relax.
I'm trying to
Magneto,
establish
whatever
here
your
is
name
like,
is.
what I'm trying to establish here is like, why is Austin concerned about my
No, no,
commentary?
no. We're having a dialogue, a very interesting dialogue. Can you
It's not
please
interesting to
mute
be
this
honest. It's
third
actually pretty
party?
dumb.
I'm trying to get clear
Your
context,
conversation is revolving one thing and we're discussing about the letter where he actually committed fraud.
brother. Nana,
Yeah,
we
you
were
can use
having a
your fake
conversation.
African accent. It
Why is
doesn't really
this
matter,
guy
but really understand
continuously
exactly what I'm
interrupting
saying.
us?
Okay. Anyway,
How can an African accent be fake?
can you finalize your because we only got about 14 minutes left to close out this stream. I want to get to the topic.
Okay,
We're
so
starting to lose people
in
already.
regards of the situation of Austin, now I don't know the situation between the lawsuit, but in regards of Brazil, in the Brazilian case, he has a lot
Hurry
of
up, man, hurry up,
fans. And
hurry
even
up.
though there's a lot of rumors, there was not a legality problem.
Yeah, but we don't know the Brazilian case yet because they are investigating it.
That's it.
It's under investigation. These guys have
Nor they don't have the
terabytes. They have
documents.
terabytes of data to go through from Floyd's seizures. They haven't even gotten to it yet. I follow this case closely from Brazilian sources daily. They
Nana,
haven't even
I'm
done his
losing brain cells
hearing.
listening to this
Let me
guy
tell you what
talk.
I did a video to break down the timeline, right? The next thing that is going to happen to Floyd is a hearing to move him
Jesus.
from Sao Paulo to Rio de Janeiro. They haven't even gotten to that yet. They will probably get to that by Friday. The deadline for that to happen is Friday this week before he goes to Rio for them to start. He's staying at a police station. He's not even in jail yet. He's at a police station. So they have to get him into Rio and then get him in jail. And then his lawyers will still have access to him. His lawyers will get access to the docket and present their case. That's how the Brazilians do it. We don't know what is on those files. We don't know what is in the cell phones. We don't know however many people are investigated. But what we do know is Austin cannot access Airbnb.
None of this guy doesn't care about proof.
So
He's clearly
we
just
can make
we're losing brain
we are
cells
not
just talking
saying
to him.
Austin is guilty.
Brother,
All we are
brother,
saying
can
is
you
that the
please stop
investigation is going.
interrupting him? Let Nana speak.
Shut up, bro.
Thank
Okay.
you.
So dumb.
We're gonna cut this out because
Cut him off.
we're
Cut
not
him off.
doing
This guy's
mocking here
just a
because
troll.
I don't mock
Brain cells are
anybody
down.
either, right? But hey,
Yeah.
thanks for coming to the show. We'll catch you another time because of that. We don't have plenty of time to go back and forth. But
I
I
appreciate
have
it,
explained my
brother.
point. Yeah. All right. Thanks for coming by, man.
None of that guy
All
was
right.
God. Anyways,
I like to give people the benefit of the doubt to kind of explain
he's
their.
like Game Changer. I see Game Changers talking about being mentioned again. Yeah, because he's a he's also a troll. He goes in a lot of live streams and just kind of drags on and deflects and focuses on other things compared to the topic at hand.
Yeah, I get it, but like I said, I don't know. See, what I've noticed over the years is like the guys that really try to defend these people, when it comes time to put their money on these guys, a lot of them bait. They bait and switch quickly. They leave.
Of course, and this is a clear example of someone who we're not even talking about what he did in Brazil. I mean, we were, and that's the topic at hand also, but we're talking about the letter that we're saying is clear evidence, and he's saying, what did he do, right?
Yeah, it's a forged. It's a forged document,
It's a forged document, but
and that's a crime in itself.
it is. So I've said my piece about that. Let's see where the cards fall, because they definitely will fall.
Yeah, yeah, and
Yeah,
occasionally we're gonna get people like this, but again, I want my audience to know that I still give people the opportunity to express themselves and be part of the show, even if we disagree with them, right? But once you get into the spaces of disrespect, making up stupid accents, that isn't like these people
that's
make it.
dumb.
with all the success Africa is having, especially this week with iShow Speed, people make it feel as if our accents are inferior and that they're not good enough, and for some reason we have to do something about it, right? They forget the fact that a lot of
Yeah.
us are multilingual. Like I speak 5 different
Exactly.
languages. You probably speak maybe more than I do.
I
But
speak. I no. I speak four.
you see, so like for your
You speak
brain
a
to be
whole
able to
bunch. Yeah.
process all these different languages, you're gonna have an accent somewhere, and you should not be ashamed about it. Even the
Yeah.
Brits have their accent, right? So that when the Brits have their accent, nobody mocks them. The
Nope.
Canadians have an accent, nobody mocks them. The Australians have an English accent that is different. They don't mock them. But when the
It's that
Caribbeans speak
ethnocentric
and we
attitude
speak,
about
they mock us.
engaging with us. Yeah.
Yeah, when the Caribbean people speak, they mock us. When they mock them. When we speak our accents, diverse different English accents across Africa, which is very different, right? Like the accent he's making could sound maybe Malawian, but he doesn't even know it sounds Malawian, but we know that,
Exactly.
right? But Kenyans don't sound like that. South Africans don't sound like that. We all speak a different accent of the English language. And
Yep.
and but like when the white folks are doing it in Canada and in Australia, which I think the Australian accent is completely different. Sometimes the Scottish accent or the Irish one is almost hard to understand, but nobody mocks them, right? But these guys, and even them, Black Americans, they have a different accent of the English language, which is different
Yep.
from Caucasian Americans, and we don't mock them
Yep.
either.
Yeah.
That is that inner superior feeling that they think they're better than the rest of Black nations.
Again, like I say, like as much as that guy is doing, faking out our accents or whatever, I wish you could try to do what you do for a living or what I do for a living.
Right.
Most of
Yeah, exactly.
these
Yeah.
guys can't do that.
Yeah, and I have people come in the comments say, "Well, Nana, you shouldn't." With the other guy, oh, you shouldn't have talked about your money and your assets. Like, but
I don't care.
if the guy doesn't,
I don't
yeah, if he
even. I don't
doesn't
even.
call me, if he doesn't call me broke, I don't talk about money. But if you're gonna call me broke, I have to prove that I'm not broke.
Yeah.
Why do they always default to shit like that? Like, geez, if
It's the easiest thing to try and do.
yeah, we're not all Uber drivers, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, and even that, I know brothers that are from my own Ghana here in the Dallas area that make 6 figures driving Uber because they drive all the time, right?
And you got to be driven. As I said, this whole idea that we came here and we took opportunities from them. That's why I said I have zero sympathy for anyone who goes out there and acts a fool on the African continent and thinks that they can get away with it.
Hey, shout out to you, Jabari. I see you in the comment, man. Let me shout this guy out because he's one of our loyal viewers. You can have a stream of 5 people and Jabari will be in there. So shout out to you, bro. I see you, man. I wanted to just shout you out, including Inquisition. Shout out to Inquisition, man. He's an op,
He's
but he's always
loyal hater.
he's a loyal hater, man. Shout out to Inquisition. Would have 5 people watching, and Inquisition will be in there. And he'll shout out to you, man.
So, but I gotta get going.
Yeah, me too, man. Yeah, we're wrapping it. We're
Sunday
right at
night.
the time, man. Thanks for joining the show, guys. I will be camping in El Salvador on Saturday. If I get my internet to work well, I'll put it on a live stream. So I hope you guys enjoy it. I'll be going to some waterfalls. Really, really beautiful part of country. So I hope you guys enjoy it. It'll be an outdoor live stream. So come with me to San Salvador on Saturday.
All right. Have a safe trip, and
Yes, sir.
we'll be in contact. I'll reach out to you.
All right, bro.
I'll reach out to you.
Yeah. Let me know,
Okay.
bro. Yeah.
All right.
Good night, guys. Good night,
All right,
everyone,
cheers.
and have a great week. I hope you guys really have a good week. Yeah.